tfdirect.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Hans from the Eclectic podcast, and today we're going to be taking a look at the KO MP-20 Wheeljack. I got this from www.tf-direct.com. Of course, you can always use offer code TEP5 to save yourself $5 off your order of $55 or more. But I wanted to get a look at this guy. It's something I've been wanting for a while. And I decided to go ahead and check out the KO on it. I pre-ordered it a while back, and it just now arrived. And so let's go ahead and let's take a look at the box. First off, if you're looking at this and you're wondering, how can I tell if this is a knockoff? Instead of Takara Tomy, it says Takasa Tony. A little bit of tomfoolery up here. This image down here, it is, you know, the glossy with the matte black on the background, but the image looks a little bit lower res. See if there's anything else. Lancia Stratos Turbo. Scan of Wheeljack back here. Here's the side of the box. And of course you can see, it still says that Takasa Tony. Your image is off the back. Let's take a moment to look at that. Contents in the box. Everything that's supposed to be inside. Opposite side, him in his robot mode with his gun. And this looks a little bit more, I guess, legit, like with the way they've got the label and everything done. Still says Takasa Tony, whatever that's supposed to be. And then the bottom, of course, there's no stickers. No Fiat logo down there. See, and even down here on the website it says Takasa Tony. So, whatever that's supposed to mean. But let's go ahead and let's open it up. Take a look inside. And I think right now you can still do, at TF Direct, you can still do the 3-pack, where you can get like the KO Lambor, one of the Blue Streaks, or like Prow, and Wheeljack, and it's a special deal with free shipping. It's $116 for 3. So I mean, considering that's not a horrible deal. So look what we got inside of case. Okay, we got Wheeljack in the typical clamshell. Comes with a toolbox here. Looks like struts for him. What is this? Toolkit for him. It's kind of cool. Curious if the instruction label says Takasa Tony on it or not. There's the doctor texting. Okay. So there's the spec card. Actually pretty good quality. Again, it is the KO, so things are kind of lower res. Kind of a cartoon drawing of him there. Yeah, it still says Takasa Tony on there. All of his different stuff there. Instructions. Very nice. Let's get him out of the clamshell here. Takasa Tony. Wheeljack. Yeah, if you guys want to get a jump on your KO car sets, that deal from TF Direct is actually a really great deal. I'm thinking about doing it to get like Tiger Cracks, stuff like that. Ooh. This paint actually looks pretty good. Looking across the top. You get some Some mess right in there. Plug feature for the weapons. Tony. That's funny. Rolls fine. Kind of just a slide-in spot for the missile. No launch feature or anything like that. Gun. Typical gun. Looks fine. Looks like it's just painted silver, maybe? Maybe it's molded. No, it looks like it's painted. I can't tell what's inside of there. This guy is... is there silver inside there? It's kind of weird. It's almost like they were going to think about doing a missile feature, like a launch feature, but maybe that's just for the plug for on top of the car. But here is the car itself. Like I said, I think it actually looks pretty good. You know, everything looks like it's pegs up pretty well. Give me a few minutes. Let me familiarize myself with them, and then we'll go through some transformation. Okay, guys, I spent a little bit of time familiarizing myself with him. This apparently is an exclusive from Amazon, and it was from an episode where I think it was Spike and Daniel had, or not Spike and Daniel, Spike and his father ended up getting these hypnotizer things implanted on him, and this is the toolkit that Wheeljack came up with to get that off of there. It was actually Amazon exclusive, but it came for free with the KO, so I thought that was actually kind of cool. And then, of course, it did come with the extra rear view mirrors for him, so you have an extra pair there in case you lose them. Another thing I was noticing, looking at the box, is that this should have been an Autobot logo instead of a C on the KO, so that's another thing to look out for. Other than the Decasa Tomy, the Lancey and everything, I mean, looks right, but and there's no official logo sticker down here. But anyways, doesn't matter. KO, I know it's KO. So let's go ahead and go through transformation. Obviously, you can post the gun on him up there at the top. It doesn't quite peg in super solid, but gets the job done. Another thing that maybe I'm just not doing it right, but on the original one, you would be able to peg this weapon at the bottom and get it into a almost like an exhaust on the back. But there's something going on with either the peg's not deep enough in here, or it's not pegging into this gun properly, but that will not tab on there at all. So you cannot put that as an exhaust on the back. Be cool, but not going to happen. So, just want to let you know that. It does roll fine. And, yeah, let's go through transformation. If you notice back here on the spoiler, it doesn't quite meet up properly. That's something there. Paint-wise, I mean, it looks pretty good all the way around. It looks almost like the original match piece. There is this spot here where it kind of doesn't have clean lines. But all in all, for the price, like I said, I'm very impressed with this figure. So let's go ahead and we'll go through transformation. First thing you want to do is separate these panels back here. What you want to kind of do is just bend that down. Break that from there. And then this part up here is going to separate. Get this to come down here. Work it out a little bit. And by no means am I the best at transforming these guys. the legs. See, let's tab it in right underneath that there. Actually, there we go. So you can pull the legs out at that point. Ah, there we go. Yeah. And we'll start off with the foot. Separate that foot. And it's kind of on a Z-axis in here. So you want to kind of almost... I can get this, do this right. You want to extend it all the way out and then bring that back in. There should be a little tab this to go into. Then you'll fold this part here, bring it around, and that's where that other tab is at. Where's that one located? There's a tab right on the inside of there that this will tab into. There we go, just like that. Same thing on this side. Kind of work that out. Bring that down. Fold that all the way around. Again, there's that tab piece in there. Just where those are level. Let me adjust this real quick. On the back of the legs here, you want to make sure these are completely extended, and then bring this piece down. Sorry, I forgot about this. Bring this piece down so you kind of have the crotch area. We've almost got the foot done. Kind of separate this here. Bring this part here out and around, and then close it around. See, and that just creates a hollow for the foot. There's a round peg right here that goes into the slot here. Put that in there. Same thing on this side. Bring it down, swing this out. Round peg, peg it in there. It's a mess. I'm getting it off camera. Pegged. So that's his feet done. Let's go ahead and adjust this up. You can bring that back, just kind of get it out of the way. You open up this area here on the top windshield. It doesn't open up the whole windshield, just this top section. So just swing that, push in through the back. Head swings up, close, close. And then we'll start working on the back area here. This transformation actually, I mean, it's actually just a lot of fun. It's not super difficult by any means or anything like that. Start breaking apart the notches here. This, on the fastback back here, this panel here is spring mounted. So you just kind of want to get that out of the way. Fold that down. Fold that down, get it out of the way. See, it's springy. Start folding those in. Before you get those too far down, what you want to do is kind of lift these wings a little bit to the back, move them and rotate them up to what will be the front. Same thing on this side. Separate the hands here. Get them just kind of out of the way. Same thing on this side, just separate that, get it out of the way. Bring we go, just like that. There's a peg in here for that windshield to peg into, right in that crotch area. I don't know if you saw that. Just take that, kind of see that tab right in there. Push that in. Close this up. Now this isn't going to peg in up in here, but you want to make sure that this windshield piece just goes right over that chest area right there. Same thing on this side. See, it closes it kind of in there. Close that up in there. Now on this backpack piece, you want to bring it down. There's a tab right here. There's a notch right in there. So you want to bring that down and then fold that back up. Make sure his wings are up. Then we just got to work out the arms. Fold them down. The spoilers fold back, and then you rotate that until you get your bicep right there, and then just swivel the hand until it's proper. Same thing on this side. Rotate this up. Actually, turn that to there. Rotate that around. And there he is. He's actually, I mean, it's a fun little transformation. It's not terribly hard. For being a KO, because I have had issues with like the KO Lambor, but that was with the G2, the black one. I had a arm pop off. This guy's felt really, really solid. So actually I'm very impressed with that. You can adjust the feet a little bit, so it does have a little bit of an ankle tilt. So you can kind of get him level on the ground there. Let's go through articulation real quick. So of course you do have rotating shoulder. You have a swivel up here on the bicep. Of course, about a 90-degree bend there on the bicep. Hands open. They're actually pretty nicely molded. And you do get, I mean, a little bit of articulation in there, and of course you do get a swivel in there, but a lot of that's due to transformation. Same thing with the other arm. You do get a waist swivel, so you can move that around. Legs do kick out. It does have a knee bend. You get no, I guess no swivel at the knee, but you do have a bit of an ankle tilt, so you can kind of get him in some better poses. Shoulder cannon goes right in the side here. It mounts solid. It doesn't have much tension to hold itself up, but you can mount that in there just fine. See if the gun pegs. Doesn't necessarily peg. At least I'm not seeing a slot for the peg. But he holds it well enough. Just with his grasp that he has inherent to the character himself. Of course, his little tool kit here. Open the hand up. Place that inside. close. Yeah, so there he is. I think he actually looks pretty cool. Definitely worth the purchase. The original Wheeljack, I want to say it's like right around $79 for the Takara one. Hasbro's yet to release one. So, I mean, if you want to save yourself some cash, and like I said, you can take part or take advantage of the 3 KO vehicle masterpiece figures from www.tf-direct.com. You can get, you can mix and match the Sideswipe, the KO Sideswipe, Blue Streak, I want to say Prowl, and Wheeljack, and the different variants that they have of each, because they have like Tiger Tracks, they have the black G2 Sideswipe, and then, you know, the Silver Streak, they have it in multiple versions. So you can go ahead and you can take advantage of that. It's got free shipping. It's $116, and you get 3 of these guys of your choice. So I think that's actually a really good deal. All in all, I think build quality is pretty solid on him. I mean, you don't see anything really wiggling on him. He looks great. I mean, he looks every bit a masterpiece as he could. He does, obviously, you know, what we have with the box. And I looked at some other stuff on here. The Tomy on it does say Tony instead of Tomy. So, I mean, that's one nice thing. I mean, you're not going to get this guy out there on the market and think that it is a legit one, but it does look the part. Especially if you get it with the box and everything, you're going to know, hey, right away, this is not a legit masterpiece from Takara Tomy. But there is that. And another thing that I'm going to do is, but it's going to be on a separate video, we'll see if the KO Wheeljack has a face. So stay tuned for that one. We'll do that one on another video. But anyways, if you want yours, you can get yours at www.tf-direct.com. I think it's a great figure. It's definitely worth the money, and one that I'm very happy with. So from Hans at the Eclectic Podcast, hope you guys have enjoyed watching. Peace. Laters.